welcome back to another video. I am so excited about this video because in this package I have the brand new, newly updated Black Widow colored pencils. The company has been listening to the coloring community and they made the one big change that we had requested. And so I'm really excited to share these with you today. Albert, who is the one behind the Black Widow brand, he was kind enough to send me these pencils. So thank you, Albert, so much for sending me these so that I could share them with everybody else in the coloring community. So we are going to unbox these today. I wanted to leave them in the original Amazon packaging because I wanted to talk about that just a little bit. I know some of us have been very frustrated with the way that Amazon is sending out their colored pencils, and y'all don't feel like they are protected enough when they send them out now in these bags. But I wanted to keep it in here because I wanted to go over a little bit of that as well in this video. If you check the description box down below, I will have down there everything that you see in this video, as well as a link to my Facebook group, my email list, my Etsy store, and my Patreon if you would like to support me there. So let's go ahead and start unboxing these, or should I say unbagging. So I wanted to leave these in this bag because this is exactly how they came from Amazon. And I know a lot of people have issues with the packaging from Amazon, and I want to let you know that is never the fault of the manufacturer or whoever is selling the product that you're purchasing on Amazon. That is a choice that Amazon made, and I don't know why they changed it. Things used to come in boxes, at least the colored pencils used to come in boxes, but now a lot of things are coming in envelopes. But I will say that this envelope is really, really thick and it's very nicely padded. Let me go ahead and pull the pencils out of here. I just wanted to share the packaging with you and show you all, if I can here on camera, that this is really nicely padded, and it's got the bubble wrap all on the inside, and I feel like the pencils had a really good protection in shipping in this envelope because this envelope is really, really thick. I don't know if you could tell just by me trying to bend it, but even if I tried to tear this, it is very hard. I mean, it's tearing just a little bit, but it is very hard for me to tear that. I would have to really put a lot of effort in to tearing this. We will see if they made it to me in shipping without any broken cores or anything like that. So these are the three sets. It's the original sets, the original 3 sets of 24 that have been updated. And if you look at the packaging, you could see that they now have these color dipped tips. Is that not so exciting? But I'm wondering if the color dipped tips look more like the skin sets or more like what you would see on the dragon set. If you remember, and I'll show you when I pull out my case that's already put all in color family order, I will show you the difference in the color dip tips between some of the sets. So I'm really excited to go ahead and open these and see. Let's start with the original Black Widow set. And the tins are a little bit different, but I don't have my old tins. I just remember the photographs of them. I don't have my old tins because I went through everything trying to get rid of tins. And it looks like these have the same tips or the same color dipped tips as what we would see on the skin set. Because I believe the dragon set and the monarch, I think that the color dipped tips cover a little bit more of the barrel. But we are going to look at these right up against one another so we could see all of the differences. And I'm going to try to do a pretty thorough comparison between these and what we originally had. Now, I do want to say that I appreciate this company so much because they are always listening to the coloring community. Now, if you remember when they first came out with this original Black Widow set, this was the very first set. And when they first came out with these, I don't even think they had color names. And they let the coloring community choose the names of the pencils, which I thought was really, really cool. Now, y'all know these are my absolute favorite colored pencil set, just under the Prismacolors. It goes something like Prismacolor, then my Black Widow collection. They have very easily moved to second place because we now have so many colors, 180 colors altogether if you have the entire collection. Now, I used to really, really love my Artezas, but right now I am not using my Artezas. Those are my other favorites, but I've not been using them because I was so worried that because they've been out of stock for so long that I wasn't going to be able to get replacements for anything in my 120 set. So I've not brought those out. I've not done any videos with them because I don't want somebody to watch my video and want to go out and grab that set of pencils and then they can't find them. But as far as the Black Widow set goes, we have 180 colors, which is amazing. And now these are all going to fit right in with the color dip tips. It's going to make it a lot easier to just grab the colors you need and go because we now have the colors on the tips of the pencil. I know for me, when I'm looking through my set, I am constantly trying to turn them and look at the names to try to see what color they are. So let's go ahead and open this set, and we're just going to put all of the sets right up against one another so that we could see all of them. I think that this was the second set that was ever released, and then I think the Cobra was the third. And these definitely look like the same exact pencils, just with the color dipped tips. And I'm going to put these right up against one another so you could see the colors that you get if you were to just purchase just these three sets. And it'll be very easy for y'all to tell because I'll just line them up just like this. So let's go ahead and open up the Cobra set now. And then we just need to take the plastic off the top. But look at all the gorgeous colors you get in these sets if you are only able to purchase the first three sets. Okay, so these are the colors now with the color dip tips, and this is what they look like. And looking at these, it looks like I have one that might be just a little bit damaged here, and I'll show you that a little bit closer in a minute. So let's go ahead and take a look at the tins first. So you could see on the inside of the tins, they have these pictures here of the covers. It tells you they have black wood, and then it just lists all of the colors that come in the set. And with this first set, you'll notice that you're going to get your black, which they call Black Widow, and you're going to get your white. So if you only wanted to purchase just the first set, and that's all you could afford right now as you're building your collection, you can purchase this set first and know that you have plenty of colors to be able to put something together so that you can create something beautiful on your coloring pages. And here are the colors that come with the second set. I'm pretty sure this is the second set that was released. This is the Scorpion, or the inside of the Scorpion tin. And it looks like in this one we get several greens and then a turquoise here, so another green type color. Oh, and another one down here. So there's lots of greens in this set, and then we do get quite a few yellows as well here. This color here, this lime fruit, that's one of my favorites in this set. But that is a really pretty highlight color, as well as this pastel lemon and yellow sand. And then this is the inside of the Cobra set. And I believe this is where they first introduced the grays. No, actually we get a gray in the very first set. So like I said, this set, if this is all you could afford right now, is going to be complete. You get your grays, you get a white, and you get a black. And then in this set, which was the third set, they are adding in some more grays. So whereas the second set had more greens and more yellows, here we get quite a few more yellows, and we're only getting 2 greens, but we are getting some more grays in this set. And we also have a few reds. We get our deep red and our blood diamond in this set. The chestnut is a brown but has a little bit of red in it, and then this rattlesnake, I believe, has a little bit of red in it as well. So let's go ahead and compare these and take a look at the differences. So this one here is the original Black Widow pencil. We've got the complete black barrel all the way up to the tip, and we've got red writing on top of a black barrel, and the barrels are hexagonal. And then if we take a look at the new one, we still have that black barrel. We still have the name Black Widow, the number of the pencil and the name of the pencil, just like on the other one. The only difference, if I hold this way up to the top, the difference is going to be that now we have the white tip here, signifying that this is the white color, which they're calling Casper. And then the little picture of the Black Widow spider is moved a little bit further down so that they could put the color dipped tips on the pencils. And then I wanted to show you the leads so you can see that they still probably look exactly the same. So here is my watermelon pencil, and this is the older or the original, and this is the new beautiful updated one with the color dip tip. But I'm going to show you really closely here, and you could tell that the colors are exactly the same. The core looks just the same as they did before. And I'm going to go ahead and swatch these on some Spring Hill paper, color for color, so that we could test that and make sure that the colors are still exactly the same and that there's nothing else that has been changed about these pencils aside from just the color dip tips. Some of you I know are new to the coloring community, and maybe even some of you already have the entire set of Black Widow and have followed my videos and put them all in color family order, and so you really don't know exactly what comes in each one of these sets if you were to just purchase them individually. So I'll go ahead and hold the color dip tips a little bit closer, and so you could see the range of colors. So this is the Black Widow set, and this one here is the Scorpion set. So lots of pretty colors in there. And then we have the Cobra set, and these are the colors in the Cobra set. Now there is one very noticeable difference in these three sets of pencils. Even though they now have the color dip tips, you are still going to find that the writing that is on each one of these is going to be in a different color. So with this original set, like I showed you, we had the red. So we have red standing off of black on those pencils, like I showed you a little bit ago. And then this here is the Scorpion set. And let me pull one out of the Scorpion set. When they made the Scorpion set, they put the writing in white, so it makes it a whole lot easier to be able to really see that white standing out off the black. And then with the Cobras, we have gold writing, which also really stands out off of that black barrel. So again, we have the color name, the color number, and then it says Cobra, so you know which pencil set that color came out of. So if I had to choose or had to say which one I like the most, I think that it would be between the white and the gold, because the white and the gold stand out much more than the original set where they put the red on top of the black. Those are much harder for me to see. I do have a whole lot of new subscribers, and a lot of you are new to the coloring community. I know because I'm reading your posts in my Facebook group and I'm reading the comments, and I know a lot of you are just finding this wonderful hobby. But if you are looking for a really, really great set of pencils that are wax-based and you just want to be able to collect them as you can afford them, this is a really great set to start with, because like I said, you could start with just that very first set and have what you need to be able to color something. But when you get to that point and you have all 180 colors, I have taken the time to put them all into color family order, and this is available in my Etsy shop if you're interested. I have it available just like this, where I took pictures of the colors already swatched out, and I've been told that it is a pretty good matchup to help you to be able to determine what the colors actually look like and put together color combinations. And so this is the front and this is the back. I wanted the swatches to be rather large so that I could do a gradient of light, medium, and dark with each one of the colors. When you're using your colored pencils, dependent upon the pressure, how many layers you add, you have many different values of color that can come from just that one pencil. So by creating a chart like this, it really helps me when I'm coloring and I'm trying to choose colors. It helps me to see if I want to use much lighter pressure. Say I wanted to use this hot pink up here, but I didn't want the color to be as drastic. I wanted it to be much lighter because I want to use it as a highlight color. I would just use a very little bit and show some of the white of the paper and not use as much pressure, and I would just do it much lighter. If you go to my Etsy store, you will be able to find this available just like this, or blank with just all the names and the numbers filled in already in color family order, so that you can swatch all of your own colored pencil set. You could even pick this up, and as you work on your collection and pick up the different sets, you could just fill in the colors that you have, and that would make it so much easier because you wouldn't be sitting here doing 180 colors at once. But since I have a whole lot of people that are new to my channel and new to the coloring community, I do want to share with you that even though these pencils are hexagonal, I'm going to show you the pencil sharpeners that they will definitely work in. And these are two of my most favorite pencil sharpeners. I have this one that is manual, and then I'm going to show you the electric pencil sharpener that I'm now using that I also have a review on, and I'll link the review in the upper right hand corner. Now let's go ahead and just pull a color here. Okay, I have watermelon again, and so we're just going to test this out in the doll. And look how that just sharpens it, and then it stops when it's done, and you have a beautiful sharp lead. Now the Black Widows are not as soft as a Prismacolor, so they are not going to be, you don't have to be as gentle with them. I feel like sometimes with my Prismacolors I have to be a little bit more gentle. These are going to be a little bit harder, and so if you're a beginner and you're still using pretty hard pressure with your pencils, then this may be a good choice before you even purchase your first set of Prismacolors. Now this is my Jarlink pencil sharpener, and I have been using this for quite some time now since I did my video review on this. It is a wonderful pencil sharpener, and I was using the AFMAT for a little while, but I had to stop it on my own, and so I really didn't care for it. I ended up purchasing it and then just putting it aside and letting my kids just use that one. And then the company reached out to me for this pencil sharpener, and so I said, yeah, let me go ahead and try it. But I am so excited that I did, because at the time I was having issues with my hands. Like I know a lot of you that follow me have, issues with your hands, or may have a little bit of arthritis or whatever. And so this is a much better choice maybe for you than the doll is. So we're going to go ahead, and you could see that that just went right in there, even though it's hexagonal. And then it auto stopped. Now, my AFMAT for me never auto stopped. And look at that beautiful sharp lead. I love this pencil sharpener. Now, if you do purchase, I will have a link for this pencil sharpener as well down in the description box below. If you do purchase this pencil sharpener, always leave it here on the 3. I have found that that is the absolute best setting for this pencil sharpener. Never take it off a 3. So those are 2 pencil sharpeners that will sharpen your pencils that are hexagonal. It'll sharpen the 120 Brutfuner set. That is a square set. It will sharpen pretty much any colored pencil you have. So even something like the Polychromos that are a little bit bigger in circumference, they will sharpen those as well. I think that the Jarlink does anywhere from 6 millimeters all the way to 12 millimeters. Okay, so I just want to show you what my pencils look like as they lay in their case right now before I swap all the colors out, because I'm going to go through all those colors and I'm going to swap each one of the colors out so that I could see how they look after all of my pencils have those beautiful color dipped tips on them now. Now, I do want to mention that the color dipped tips on these new ones are going to be a little bit shorter. So these are going to be more like what we got in the skin set. This is the skin set, and so they look very similar to those, but this is rust, and this color did come out of the light skin set, I believe. And so these are going to be the same as those, whereas we also have the Monarch set and the Dragon set, and both of those have the longer color dipped tips. The Monarch has the orange ring here, whereas the Dragon set has the green ring here with the color dipped tips. So the Monarch and the Dragon are going to be the same, and then all of these 3 new sets are going to be the same as what we got in the light skin set and the dark skin set. So I'll just flip through here and you could see what they look like after they've all been put into my color family order. Now, when I put my pencils into color family order, I go by the color wheel and then I go by undertones. So they're all into color family order, then they are put into order by undertones, and it makes it very, very easy for you to just go right through them and pull out color combinations and be able to put colors together. But once you have all 180 pencils, look how many grays you get. These all here are all gray. And y'all know I love my grays because I use my grays for creating those drastic shadows. And I know I've done a video on that where I've showed you how to use the gray colored pencils to create lots of more depth and dimension. And I've done it with the Prismacolors. If you would like to see a video like that with the Black Widows, please let me know in the comments below. So here I have my original burnt orange, and then I have the newly updated burnt orange with the color dip tips. I'm going to go ahead and swatch both of these out and test them just for those of you that want to know if they are the same exact pencils. And I really think that they are the same exact pencils. I mean, they look exactly the same. The only difference is that they have the color dip tips on them. But we're going to go ahead and swatch out a color from each set. So here is a swatch of the old burnt orange. And then here is a swatch of the new burnt orange. And they look exactly the same to me. Okay, so those were from the Scorpion set. Now I have Ladybug from the Scorpion set, and we're gonna lay those one right next to the other. So this is the original, and they feel exactly the same as well. And then this is the new one. And so they look like the exact same color. And when I lay them down, they feel exactly the same as the original set. So these are definitely the same exact pencils, just with color dipped tips on them. And now from the last set, or the Cobra set, here is the original, and here is the new one. And again, they're the exact same color, and they feel exactly the same. I've put some colors off to the side and already matched them up. And I just want to show you that if all you could afford is just to purchase the very first set right now, you can still put some colors together and create beautiful color combinations. And I'm just going to do those really quickly here on this Spring Hill sheet of paper. So the first one that I have, and again, these are all colors just from the first set. So I'm just going to swatch them out for you really quickly so you can see that you can create color combinations. But this is Plum Pudding, and then I have Cyanide Pink, and I'm just going to lay down just one layer just so y'all could see that the colors go really pretty together. And then this is Toadstool. Look how gorgeous those colors are. Wouldn't that just make a beautiful flower? Y'all know how much I love coloring flowers. And then I have some greens here. So we have a green combination, and I have not even sharpened these yet. I just wanted to be able to show y'all some really pretty combinations, but I'm probably going to sharpen them before I swap them and swap all of my colors out and put these new ones into my case. But this is the Fang Green, and then I have the Toxic Green. I love this Toxic Green. It's such a beautiful color. And then the next one is the Cicada. Look how pretty that is. So see, you get enough greens to be able to put together colors to color a leaf. And there's even another green over here that is called Everglade, and that's like a really pretty teal type green that is in that first Black Widow set. This one is some reds and yellows. Y'all know how much I love to put reds and yellows together. So this is Ladybug. This one is Pumpkin, and this one is Banana. That is so pretty. Look at that. So let me lay another layer down here because I still see a lot of that white of the paper, and I want to get a really nice blend there just so y'all could see how well these pencils blend together. And I need to make this transition a little bit better down here and probably go over it back again with the Banana. I love this color Banana. It's just such a bright, beautiful, vibrant yellow. So I have another one, and this is Stink Bug, and I am putting that with Egg Yolk. This will just brighten that up. Look how pretty those two are together. And then Lemonade. So there's another really pretty color combo. And then I'm going to do one for blues. And we even have other browns in here. So there's like 3 browns. I'll show you what I have left sitting in here. But there are still a couple browns here. Actually 3 browns. 1, 2, 3, and a gray. And your black. And then I still have another I think this is, yeah, purple, that's amethyst, and then a green, and another pink, a really bright, beautiful pink. You're gonna get plenty of pencils to be able to create some color combinations and put some colors together. This one is Zephyr Blue, then I have Starry Night, and then I have a lighter blue, which is Forget Me Not. So just with the original set, this is only the Black Widows, I was able to put together all of these different color combinations just from that one set of 24. Now I'm going to take all of these sets and I'm going to pull out all of my originals and I'm going to put these color dipped tips into my case. I'm going to speed this up and y'all can watch me swap out each one of these pencils from their tins into my set so that you can see in the end what they look like if you were to have all 180 pencils all with the color dip tips, because I know some of you are going to want to run to Amazon and get the new updated sets and replace yours as well. Pencils are all back in color family order, or the color family order that I prefer. This is my color family order, and again, these charts are available in my Etsy store. I'll have them linked down below. It is front and back with 90 colors on each side, 180 in total. I've got all the colors all laid out, all in color family order with the new updated pencils with the color dip tips. I absolutely love them. So I'll just flip through here so you could see now what they look like. I love them. This was the biggest thing that I had wanted for the Black Widows, for them all to have the color dip tips. It's going to make it so much easier for me to pull my colors and be able to see exactly what they are. I just really love them. And they look beautiful now in the case because they all look pretty much the same. And I have taken all of my other extras now that I pulled out of here. I'm just going to save them and use them as replacements when these get too small. And so I'll just keep them in my storage closet in the tins that these new pencils with the color dip tips came in. If you check the description box down below, I'll have everything that you've seen in this video down there so that you could easily find it. And I will see you in the next video. Happy coloring. Bye.